What's up, Leo? Welcome to your mid-month reading. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you for the rest of the month, in the middle of the month to the end of October. What are the mid-month readings for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What messages do you have for Leo, Spirit? What messages do you have for the sign of Leo? That's too many. Okay. Alright, so you have the Moon, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Empress, Ten of Swords, and then at the bottom you have Temperance, and at the bottom of that, the Devil. I feel like something came out for some of you about a King of Wands. Again, another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like a secret or something was revealed about a King of Wands energy, and it's put you in your head. For some of you, this could be a love interest. Others of you, I don't know why I got like brother or something like that, so it could be family. Others of you, friends, right? So I feel like something came out about someone that you might be passionate about, in terms of how much you love them and how much you care for them, right? I see that some of you, whatever you found out, you had to cut this person out with the Five of Swords. It was hard for you, but you stood your ground. With the Empress energy, it's just energy, so this could be male or female, but you guys stood your ground and put an end to a situation that really hurt you. For some of you, I hear devastated. But at the end of the day, you were like, I'm better off without this person versus always wondering if I have to question this person. Something like that. Like, you chose your peace of mind over how you felt about this person. And it was really hard for you. Others of you, if this isn't a person that you're dealing with, I feel like a situation that you may have had a lot of passion for or like you really enjoyed doing might have unfolded. So this could be a work situation, even school for some of you. Something you enjoyed doing. All of a sudden it was like you woke up, and I'm not saying like you woke up overnight, but it was one of those situations that became so taxing that one day you woke up and you questioned if this is something you really wanted to partake in, if this is something you really wanted to do like for the rest of your life. And so a lot of you cut yourself out of that situation. So some of you might have quit a job, others of you might have changed a major in school. Either way, a course of direction was changed. And again, you stood in your power and you put an end to it. And it sucks because let's say this was a school situation. Like, I see like some of you, like you had like 2 semesters left and then you're like, yeah, this isn't what I want to do. So something along those lines. If this is a job situation, it's like you'd been at this job for a really long time and you enjoyed it for so long, but like maybe new management, right? And you didn't like the way things were being run. Maybe just new employees, you're not getting along with coworkers. But a lot of you remained patient and you started to obsess. Yeah, this could be a work thing. A lot of you started to obsess over the idea of like, should I get rid of this? Like, should I walk away from this job? Should I walk away from this major? Should I walk away from this person? So a lot of you cut off some kind of energy that used to bring you joy. And I feel like you're okay with it. You know what I mean? Like you made a decision. You were just tired of something. So you're moving forward. Let's see, are there any other messages that you have for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Any other messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leo signs? Okay. interesting. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Star, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Some of your cards are fairly similar to Aries. I just did their reading, so I don't know if you have an Aries placement or you're dealing with an Aries, or maybe there's a message for you in that Aries reading, but I would recommend checking that out. But for some of you, I think, yeah, this is a money message. We'll go with money, and then I also see another story. So the Three of Pentacles to the Star to the Knight of Swords, some of you guys are healing your money situation. And by that, I feel like some of you are budgeting, you are saving money, you're really you're really buckling down, right? And like this is something that kind of happens quickly for you. So you kind of like cut off anything. Some of you cut off drinking, which is why you're saving money. Others of you quit buying fast food, or you stopped living beyond your means. And so because of that, you have found more of this like King of Cups energy, where maybe you're the kind of friend where you go out and you're paying for everybody, right? Everybody knows that when you go out with Leo, hey, Leo invited us out, and they got us. We know they got us. So it's like you could be that friend or that family member or the partner that pays for everything. And so maybe you're kind of like looking at your money situation. You're like, yeah, don't really want to do that anymore. I don't think I could afford to do that. So again, you kind of put your foot down, and you created a boundary, and you're like, yeah, if we go out, you guys are gonna need to start helping me, split the bill. If it's a partner situation, you're like, yeah, I know I pay this bill, or I pay this. I just need you to help me out for a couple of months until I can get my money right. So again, I see some of you budgeting. Others of you are really just focusing on your pentacles and just saving as much money as you possibly can. Others of you might have lost a job, and so that's why you're like holding on to every penny that you have right now, because I see that you're uncertain about what the future holds. But with the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords to the Nine of Cups, if some of you have lost your job, I feel like this was kind of intentional, like in the sense of the universe trying to teach you something about not only yourself, but like your money. So it's like, if you're the kind of person that's always taking care of everyone, Spirit wants you to take care of yourself right now. So some of you, I just hear like, you guys are on a timeout, right? And so again, some of you are learning self-love, you're taking care of yourself more, you're pouring into you. And because you do that, I feel that you end up getting a job that is, I'm hearing like wish fulfillment, in the sense of maybe not the work itself is wish fulfillment, but like let's say some of you are looking for a job and you're like, this is what I want to make a year. You end up finding a job that makes you that a year. So you end up being successful with becoming the Queen of Pentacles, right? Others of you, if it's not a money situation, if that didn't resonate, what I'm seeing here is you guys are starting to make better choices in terms of the collaborations that you're making. So you're making new friends, you're making new business partners, you're meeting new partners that are not toxic, better suited for you. And so I see that a lot of the collaboration that you have is creating more alignment. And this is happening quickly, right? With the Knight of Swords, it's like you might be surrounded by a lot of young energy. And so that makes you feel young, right? You feel revitalized and rejuvenated. And so therefore you're making these like swift decisions. You're cutting people off. You're cutting situations off. Because right now you're just focused on wish fulfillment, right? In people, places, things. And so I see a lot of you moving forward. With this King of Cups, I feel that you might be dating somebody, you might have your eye on someone that is a King of Cups who also embodies a King of Wands. For others of you, I just see, I've got two, let me see, sorry, the Queen of Wands. I see three queens here. So either you're on a journey to becoming the Empress and really sitting in your power, sitting at your throne, or you're dealing with three separate energies right now. So some of you are dating, And some of you are really looking at your options, and these are good options. Again, I had the same message for Aries just now. So you guys might be having really good options in love right now. You know, you have a Queen of Swords, someone that's logical, someone that knows how to budget, who's strict, who doesn't let their emotions get the best of them, right? Then you have this King of Cups, someone who is emotionally mature, someone who can offer emotional stability, who is supportive. You have the Queen of Wands, someone who's passionate, someone who's fun, who's creative. This is more of a lustful energy, but it's a youthful energy at that. And then you have a Queen of Pentacles, someone that is stable and can help you to build. Some of you might be building a legacy. Others of you are just, you know, this person helps you to realize what you've been doing wrong in your finances, right? So it's like they lead by example and you follow. So again, you could just be having this wish fulfillment of like, oh my God, all these people are in my energy right now. They're all good fits for me. So what do I pick? So some of you might be in your head about that. Others of you, you make a quick decision. Some of you want emotional stability. Others of you want financial stability. Others of you want someone that's logical and not too emotional. So it's like, it's going to be different for each of you Leos, but at the end of the day, each one of you is going to pick the right suitor, right? Oh, cool, like I met my match. This is exactly what I was looking for, and so I see that happening for you. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune was turned. So again, fated meetings, fated interactions. Let's see, what other messages do we have for the sign of Leo for the month of October, for the rest of October? From the middle of the month to the end of the month, what messages does Leo need to know right in spirit? What messages does Leo need to know right now? Interesting, darlings. Okay. All right. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Hanged Man, the Lovers. At the bottom, you have the Tower. Some of you are about to hit it big on a venture that you have been investing time in. Some of you might even become well known. So some of you might be influencers that have a small following, but your blessing is coming, and it's everything you see it to be and more. Others of you, you could just become like some of you could just be like 15 minutes of fame, right? That kind of situation. But either way, you have a very public blessing coming your way, whether that's public recognition for a job well done within your community, whether that's public recognition like on the news or something, on the internet, somewhere where everybody could see it. So you have a very, very public blessing coming your way, and it puts you in your head because you're like, man, I didn't think that that this would ever happen, but B, I didn't think it would be to this extent. So a lot of you might have an idea of what you think that your blessings will entail, but at the end of the day, it's more than what you think. It's bigger. Like, you don't just get the Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger than what you even could imagine. And so some of you can't handle that thought process. So moving forward, you have the Six of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Lovers. Again, if this is pertaining to your career, which I am seeing here that this is more career-based than love, you're being asked to change your perspective moving forward, right? Like, stop wondering, like, why you keep, like, why me? Like, what? How did I stop being in that? Just learn to love what the blessing is. Learn to be in the moment. And that's where the Tower comes in. Because a lot of you are so enamored or starstruck, or you just can't believe that this is happening to you, that you're not even really enjoying the blessing, right? You're questioning it. And so when you question it, you take away from the magic of what you've manifested, right? And I say magic because it is magical. Like when you hit that pinnacle of something you've always wanted and it turns out better than you imagined, like that's fucking magic. It's kind of like, you know, the first time you ever saw magic, like a magician do a magic trick, and you're like, whoa, you know, you're a kid, you're like, oh my God, that's possible. It's the same thing here. Don't take away from the magic of your manifestations, especially if some of you have been working hard for this for a really long time. It is here, it is coming if it's not here already. And again, Spirit's asking you to move forward gracefully with love and with that curiosity that we have as children, right? Where it's kind of like, oh, like this is awesome. What happens next? And so when you strike that curiosity, that's when more blessings tend to come in. Others of you, this is gonna lead to like a true love situation where you probably end up meeting like the love of your life because of this. Others of you, because you've elevated so much and you've changed your vibration, it's why that it's aligning you to that particular person. But for those of you that doesn't resonate, let's see what other messages we have. But for some of you, congratulations, like that's freaking awesome. Like to hit that kind of accomplishment, like that's super crazy. All right, for the rest of you where that didn't resonate, I feel like there was a card. Okay, maybe not. All right, let's do this. All right. Interesting. 6 of Pentacles, 4 Cups, 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Magician, 6 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and then at the bottom you have Justice. Some of you have been very unhappy with a situation that did not turn out in your favor. If this is love, it came to an end with the 10 of Swords. And a lot of you are trying to convince yourself that you were happy in a situation, but really you're not, or you weren't. I see that there was a lot of lack of give and take in this situation, and that put you in the 4 Cups. Some of you even went to therapy for this, like for this heartache. I see some of you went to therapy, or you had a really close friend that you were talking to about it. Like either way, you sought some kind of external help from either someone that was close to you or from an actual professional, because you just couldn't believe maybe all the time and effort that you put. For some of you, I see 6 months, 6 years. This was a long-term relationship possibly that you kept investing in hopes of the scales being, you know, balanced, and they just weren't. So that's why the situation came to an end. Some of you might have had to been the one to call it off, and you didn't want to. But what you don't see coming is that this was a blessing in disguise. With the Ace of Pentacles here, the Judgment, and the Magician, this was a blessing in disguise, because I see that for those of you that didn't want to leave the situation, you found that courage, that strength, right? The Leo card, you found that strength to move forward. And some of you, your money got better. Others of you, Spirit was like, nope, we're calling judgment on this. Like, you need to figure out what else you want, because this isn't working for you. So the blessing is you get to manifest a whole new beginning for yourself in love, in money, in whatever you want, after you get over this period of being dissatisfied with the ending of something. So until you can reach that pinnacle of gratitude that you are no longer in that situation, you won't be able to reap this blessing, is what I'm hearing, right? So moving forward, you do have the opportunity to heal past this quickly, is what Spirit is telling me. That could be the blessing. Some of you are like in your heads right now, but you're going to heal a lot quicker than you think. And this is part of your karmic justice, right? For leaving somebody behind. Because you did that, guess what? You get the 10 of Cups and a whole ass new beginning with the Fool. I know you can't see it, but it's the Fool. Anyways, point that I'm trying to make. Those of you that do not or cannot see past a situation that you're in and you're scared that you're making the wrong decision, Spirit's saying no, like either you cut it off or we're going to cut it off for you. But either way, you have karma on your side. Okay? So again, when you have enough faith to leave a situation, the blessing here is that you're going to get over it really quickly. And once you do, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you want. This is promised to you, is what I'm hearing. And this is karmic justice for those of you that have been wronged in a situation. But you will get your 10 of cups and you will get a new beginning. So those of you that are kind of dragging your feet on a situation, if you don't end it, it doesn't matter. It's inevitable anyways, is what I'm hearing. So you could think that you have as much control over a situation, but you don't. So it's either you do it your way or they do it for you, because you have you have justice, and then you have the 7 of swords. Spirit's already strategizing how they're going to get you out. So either you start figuring out, because when the universe steps in, man, the universe is dramatic. They're ridiculous sometimes, right? But they have to be. They have to prove a point. They have to prove a point, and that's what people don't get. Because you have the opportunity, you have the free will to move on, and you move on gracefully, to even still have a friendship with somebody if you wanted to, right? Or just end on good terms. But when you let the universe step in, there is no such thing as good terms. They finite that shit. They finalize it. They're like, yo, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, you had a chance. All right, last messages for the sign of Leo. Let's pull some oracles and send you on your way. What messages do you have for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What final messages do you have split? Yeah, you guys really should go check out the Aries reading. You've got very similar cards throughout the whole thing. You've got Warrior, Animal, Trap, and then you've got Fire. Some of you might feel trapped in a situation, and again, this probably leads to the past reading that I just did right now. Some of you feel trapped in a situation where you feel like you can't do anything about it, but Spirit is telling you that you are a warrior, you are a fighter, you are the 9 of Wands. So again, with the 9 of Wands, it's a soldier pretty much spirit. It's a soldier spirit where they've gone through so much in their life that by the time they're done with it, they're tired, but they don't give up. And so again, Spirit's asking you not to give up. Like, you're not trapped, right? Some of you feel like it's almost like an animal feels like domesticated. Some of you feel like that. Some of you feel you can't go as far as the gate, right? Can't go as far as your leash will allow you. But again, it's all in your head. Some of you, I mean, you're gonna, like, a fire's gonna be struck in you to the point where I hear you're gonna explode or you're gonna implode. So again, some of you feel trapped because you feel like people are going to judge you for the decision that you make. Like, some of you might want a divorce, right? And you feel like the only reason you can't get a divorce is because you have kids and you have family that's like, we don't believe in divorce. So you might have a lot of traditional upbringing that's kind of messing with your decision right now. But Spirit's saying, like, no, like, if you need to cut something off because it's truly toxic towards you, like, don't sacrifice yourself for the quote unquote greater good. Don't be a martyr is what I'm hearing. Like, you're not as domesticated as you believe. Like, use your animal instinct. So maybe this is you guys just finally getting the courage to be that lion, right? That lioness, and really just harness that energy and put your best foot forward. Again, fire for the fire sign. So some of you really, really need to tap into your Leo energy and find a way to get yourself out of whatever situation you're in. Some situations are going to be harder than others, but again, based on the previous readings we got for you guys, Spirit's like, either you do it or we do it. So it's up to you. All right, guys, hope it resonated. Hope it helped. Yeah, see you guys on the next one.